What is up, YouTube? So this is the vlog type video for my honeymoon, and I figured it would be easier for the narration to be at home than to actually be on vacation, because I was just filming short clips and I was really trying to enjoy the experience. Also, I got my hair chopped again, so rocking the mohawk once again. Awesome. But I want to start off in the beginning. Basically, we drove from northeastern Pennsylvania down to Williamsburg, Virginia. It was about a 7.5 hour trip. And if you watch all the way through the video in the bonus clip, I will share one of the strangest experiences I've ever had with you that happened on the drive down. There was no footage of the driving. Actually, there's a hair footage of kind of the driving. But we drove down, and I've never driven that far of a distance, 7.5 hours. So I didn't film anything. We got there, we checked in. We went grocery shopping, basic stuff. That night we went to the pool on the place, but we had to go to bed early because Monday was the next day. We had a meeting with sales representatives for them trying to sell us a timeshare, but of course I didn't buy one. My parents actually own a timeshare already, and it was funny. They tell you in the meeting that, you know, if you buy a timeshare with them, your great grandkids will have it, and then kind of made fun of me when I said that my parents have one. They said that I was a mooch. They used the term MOP, mop, a mooch off parents. And I'm kind of looking at them like, well, you gave them the same spiel, a different location. But anyway, the next day, Tuesday, was my birthday. And my wife said to me, you can do anything you want to do. So the first thing I want to do is I want to skate. There's a skate park out there that I have been to before. Actually, it is a park that I fractured my ankle at before. I may have broken it. I never had it x-rayed, but if I still have the photos, I'll show them right here. So anyway, I went to the skate park. I tried the hubba again. I tried to board slide it a few years back before I fractured my ankle, same day. And I was getting really, really close, but I didn't have wax. But that was back when I was actually kind of skating hubbas. And now I've kind of stopped doing that. So it just wasn't really working out for me. I kept locking in with my knees locked, so I'd lose balance, and my legs started to really hurt, and I stopped that. And instead of trying the hubba, I ended up doing an old school Sunday, because I tried the hubba for a while, but I did an old school Sunday, and I did these couple clips. It is a new trick for me, and I am happy on that, but for some reason I couldn't get my body to fully commit to it. I kept doing a stutter step, which I think is so stupid. It's a foot plant, and when you end up jumping on your foot twice, it just kills the trick. But I did these clips that you can see today. After that, we ended up going to a Ripley's Believe It or Not location. I've seen a bunch of them in the places I've traveled to, but I've never been in one, so we thought we'd try it out. There was some pretty cool, interesting stuff, a lot of things to read. Um, some things were kind of BS about it. You pay a lump sum, and it covers 3 attractions, even though the other 2 attractions are free when you get in there. So that was kind of, whatever. But me and my wife got over it. We paid and we went through, and that was a lot of fun. So here's some clips from that. And then to finish out my birthday, my wife had bought me a cake. We put candles in it and video chatted my parents, and it was a really nice thing. And we went to bed. Nothing special after that. So the rest of this I'm going to group together. It is multiple days, but it's easier to keep in one single category, we'll say. So the next thing is we played a decent bit of mini golf. The 5-star resort we stayed in actually had a mini golf course. It wasn't really anything special, but it was a lot of fun to do with my wife. And Then later on, towards the end of the week, we actually went to a mini golf place that was really, really cool. I want to say this. I kicked my wife's butt multiple times at the resort. She killed me at the actual place, so I think I got hustled. But she also threw my golf ball in a waterfall that I had to go get. So she's going to be mad I put that in, but love you, honey. So we play a lot of mini golf, and here's some clips of those. The last thing we really did in Williamsburg is the big thing she wanted was a beach. And through my parents' timeshare, we were able to get a great deal on Williamsburg, but she really didn't want it because she didn't know if there was a beach there. But I showed her, I said, "Hun, we've been there before. We will go to the beach, I promise." So we went to the beach 4 days. There is different clips, and I'm going to give some backstory on all of them. My wife's a big fan of panning. She loves minerals and rocks and things like that. And it's just something that traveling with my parents, she got to do at different places, is pan for things. But this is the first time we're at a beach where you could legitimately do it instead of doing it at like a coal mining tour or something like that. So I actually bought her a colander from the dollar store, and we did minerals. And then I bought little glass jars, and you'll see all that. But we also had a ton of fun at the beach, and she loves it, so that was awesome.
Like a rain umbrella, a big stick and some duct tape.
Now this comes to the last part, the day we are leaving. And I'm only going to touch on what happened because I want to do an entirely separate video that will go probably maybe a week from now. Basically, we drove 6 hours home, and I had to stop and get gas, and we stopped and get gas. My brother, I was told, was in the hospital, so we talked to him, and it was like coming back to reality was hitting this wall of bullcrap. Basically, like, the second our vacation's over, I'm told my brother is doing very, very bad, and he was admitted to the hospital. And that already had me feeling, sad and sick. He's okay. He is okay now and out of the hospital. But we make it 68 miles from home. And I do legitimately mean 68 miles. And the good old Prius broke down. I had to get it towed. We had to wait for a tow truck. I had it towed to my work. And not tomorrow, 2 days from now, it's going to a junkyard. So I will talk more on that in its own video. But that was our honeymoon. So we had 6.5 days of nothing but pure amazingness with my wife, and she had with me. And it was just awesome. And just the second we came back, just this wall of crap slammed into me. So I'm back to reality now, back to how the way the world works. But we got a week. Got a week to ourselves to just enjoy it. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. And as always, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Have a great day, guys. Okay, so I promised in the bonus clip I would talk about one of the weirdest situations I have ever had. And this is very strange, very weird, and kind of gross. So if you don't want to hear that, if you're a younger viewer, I recommend leaving now. Basically, we just crossed the Maryland border. I had to go to the bathroom, my wife had to go to the bathroom, and I needed gas. And we were near Baltimore, so I really didn't want to stop in Baltimore. I drove a little out of Baltimore, about 20 miles, and traffic forced me off an exit. I just couldn't do anything about it. And in that 20 miles I had left out, that exit brought me 20 miles back into Baltimore. And we end up stopping at a McDonald's. We really got to go to the bathroom. So she runs in, and that's all fan and dandy. Mine is locked by an electronic lock that your receipt in the McDonald's opens, but the door swings open, someone comes out, and this is my chance to get in there. I run into the bathroom, and there is a naked man showering in the sink, which that's strange enough, but I've been in locker rooms and that, so that wasn't that weird. There was an additional naked man pulling drugs from his butt, and he pulls them out, asks me how my day is, walks over to the sink, picks his teeth with his right hand, and he's right-handed, trust me, picks his teeth, then washes his drugs off, gets dressed and puts them in his pocket and walks out. One of the weirdest things I have ever seen in my life. Have a great day, guys.